What's the most expensive repair you've ever quoted?
Ever quoted? I mean, pretty easy, right? Like, you got to go with the engine. Or, actually, no. So, a couple times we've seen it to where engine got locked up on a vehicle, and one way or another, somehow something happened to where it got to the point where even the transmission locked up too. We had it, man, what was it? It was, I think it was like a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee that we had to quote engine and transmission. And that was like, I think almost $18,000. I don't know. We've quoted a lot of weird stuff, and depending on what kind of car you have, you're going to have different quotes. Sometimes, like even earlier today, we had a 2017 Mercedes GL 250 where we were able to determine where it skipped time and it damaged the engine, and so we quoted them out of engine, used and remanufactured. A used engine, labor and everything was almost like $12,000-$13,000. Because these used engines are asking like $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. We were blown away, and then remanufactured, that was almost $25,000. I don't know. When you get to the point where you're quoting engines, transmissions, drivetrain, you're gonna rock that price, through the roof. Naturally, just because the devices, the parts that you're getting are crazy, crazy expensive. Right now we actually have this transit van in the shop here. We're doing an engine on that. And I can't remember what the quote is on that, but you think about like that van and an engine, it's going to be crazy expensive, unfortunately. And that's just kind of how it goes. I would say a vehicle that didn't need an engine and didn't need a transmission, and let's say it needed just maintenance repairs or suspension or something like that here. I think the highest that I've gotten without an engine or without a transmission, I think it was probably close to 20 grand. And that was with air ride suspension. And I almost think it was a Range Rover, and we had to do all 4 shocks on it, and it was all air ride suspension, and those things are crazy expensive as well. It was a newer vehicle, so we had to get all the parts from the dealership, and those parts are always crazy expensive. I don't know. It's always expensive to fix a car. I mean, who really wants to fix a car? And you look at the cost differences between expensive repair or going to buy a new car. There's a lot of different variances. I just make sure that you're being honest, being transparent with people, being good, being fair, making sure with the right trusted people. That's the most important part when it comes to auto repair. But we've seen them all over the block or all over the road when it comes to pricing. You're going to be everywhere and anywhere. It's not my car. It's not my decision. I'm just here to help out the best I possibly can.